Hello YouTube and Facebook people, welcome back to my videos. Today I have another haul, but this one is kind of cooler than just my other hauls because me and Chad went on a little road trip to Flagstaff, Arizona for some camping expo. But while we were there, we managed to sneak out of the camp and go to a thrift store. And it was kind of cool because we didn't know it was going to be an outlet or the bins, and it was. So super excited. This one is, let's see, it was $1.39 a pound. I don't have my receipt with me, but I got a bag full. Like I said, we were on a road trip, so I was very limited to space. So I ended up having to leave a bunch of stuff behind. So I was very picky on this trip, which was hard. But yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff. But before I show you the stuff, I kind of want to tell you a little bit about the bins there. I don't remember, I already forgot, but I know on Instagram I keep seeing stuff about Posh Fest, and I want to say it's in Arizona. You would think I would remember from all the posts that I've seen, but I don't. But if it is in Arizona and you like are renting a car or you're driving yourself, definitely make the stop to the bins in Flagstaff. I think it would be worth it. I don't know, you can decide by what you see in my haul. So yeah. Normally at the bins in Colorado, and probably a lot of bins, when they do the rotations, they like take the carts out, or the bins, and then they bring in the new ones, and you have to wait to go into them. Some of them you're allowed to stand on the sides, and some of them you have to stand on the ends, and then everyone's allowed to go. But at all of them you have to stand there with your hands up, and then when they say go, then you're allowed to start picking. But at this one, it was really, really weird because two girls came out with like a rolly bin, a big basket thing, and they emptied out everything from one of the bins, and then they left and took it in the back, and then they came out with a full one, and they started just hand dropping it back into the bins. And Chad saw this, and he's like, do you think we have to wait for him to finish? I don't know. So he went and he asked them, and they looked at him like he was crazy, and they were just like, yeah, you can look through it, we don't care. So you're allowed to go through the bins as the stuff is literally being put in there, which was crazy and awesome. And I'm not sure if there was other resellers there. There's probably like 15 people total. And I don't know if any of them were resellers because me and Chad were the only ones following these girls, like picking through the stuff fast. Everyone else was kind of just like taking their time, looking at stuff, holding it up to themselves, seeing if it'll fit, which was cool for me and Chad. But yeah, that part was super strange. I've never seen that before. And then also at Springs in Denver, you normally get a cart and you'll like park it on the wall and cover it with a blanket. And it's like bad etiquette in Colorado, at least, to bring your cart with you. It's kind of seen as rude and you're in the way. But at this one, there was no space on the walls to park. You had to bring your cart with you, and it was okay. So that part was kind of cool too. It was easier, so you didn't have to lug around a bag with you. But yeah, I think that's about all that was different. So I'll just hop into the haul. First thing is this Eddie Bauer. What size are you? Size large, and it's a goose down puffer jacket. And it has like the cinched waist in the back. So really nice jacket. And like I said, everything I picked up, I had to be super picky about because of just the limited space we have. So everything is in like mint, almost brand new condition. This is the North Face. It's a size large as well. And it's this pink thermal. Like beautiful condition. It feels brand new. I left behind a ton of North Face, Columbia, what else? Like mountainy brands. Because they had just like tiny flaws and I just didn't have the space to bring them with me. This one is Hummingbird size small. This is actually for me. It's like this thermal material. Oversized, kind of hobo looking shirt. And it kind of reminded me of like a Free People top. This is Victoria's Secret pink, size medium. and it's like this cream color, and I picked it up because again it's got like the thermal shoulders, but I really liked the font on it, how it's like an older graphic looking. Chad found these. I'm not sure where the size tag is. Chad found it at one point and he said it was a size 3-4, so it's a pretty small size, but it's just your typical pair of Carhartt pants. I love picking up Carhartt, and they're in, like I said, perfect condition. These are a pair of 7 for All Mankind, the Guinevere, size 28. Yeah, size 28. And it's just a pair of dark wash skinny jeans. They're like new. And I'm not sure what kind of like town Flagstaff is, but there was a lot of nice mountain brands there. I also had to leave behind, now I remember, there's a bunch of like Nike, Adidas, and like sports brands like that that we just didn't have room for. Columbia, size large. It's coming off as blue, but this is actually like a plummy purple color. And it's like a Columbia. This is the thicker base layer. Really nice. This one I might end up keeping for myself. It's a Columbia, size medium, and it's just their full zip fleece, but it's like brand stinking new. I don't know who's donating this stuff. Like, it feels like it hasn't been worn. It's so fluffy and thick. And it looks black on camera, but it's actually like a dark smoky blue. I'm just amazed at how good of condition stuff was that was there donated. This is a headband for me. It reminded me of like Sigil. I'm not sure if it is or not. I'll look at the RN number. I'll look it up and see. And if it is, then I'll sell it. But if not, then it'll just be for me. But I thought that was small enough it wouldn't matter if I snuck it in my bag. These are a pair of American Eagle Outfitters. High-rise jegging super stretch, size 8. And like everything about that is a good Poshmark seller. And they are this gray color. And it does have some distressing, but it's factory. I'm not sure what you call it. It's almost like a bleaching kind of, but it's supposed to be that way. Chad picked this up for one of his friend's sons. And it's just this little Carhartt hunting camo. Super lightweight and didn't take up much space. These might be for me. There was no size tag in them. Someone cut it out. But it's a pair of Carhartt shorts. And if they don't fit me, oh, they're cargo shorts too. But if they don't fit me, I'll just measure them and put them in my closet. My posh closet. Another Columbia. Like, there was a ton of Columbia everywhere. Size small Columbia. This is a gray button up. It's like their hiking shirt. It feels like it would be waterproof. It's like that swishy material. But yeah, it's freaking perfect condition. I just don't know who donates this kind of stuff. Chad found this one. This will be for me. It's Lord of the Rings t-shirt, and it's like what's written on the ring. I was excited to find that, or for him to find that. I'm excited to wear it. I still need to wash everything. This also Chad found, and it's for me. It's Warner Brothers Studio, size large. And it's this t-shirt that has, look at that. That's hilarious. It's got Bugs Bunny. I forgot his name for a second. I was going to call him Roger Rabbit. Not quite. It's got Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil in the pocket. Does he have feet? No, he doesn't have feet. But he's like got a feather and he's going to tickle him so he falls. I love it. I think it's hilarious. On my way out, I found a button-up chambray that had a bunch of the characters, but it had a big hole in it, so I didn't get it. I kind of regret not getting it, but oh well. Hopefully it doesn't end up in a landfill and somebody found it and decided to fix it. Next is Chaser, size extra large, and it's this really, God, it's so soft. It's like a thermal material. Let's see. The sleeve has the cute button detail. Like everything is just in like everything's thick and soft. They feel brand new. But that also kind of reminded me of like a Free People top. But Chaser does pretty good anyway. And then this last thing was given to me by somebody else there, another customer. So when I go through the bins, I like to push everything to one side, and then one at a time I go through stuff, and then I'll throw it to the other side of me. And like I said, there was only like 15 people in this whole building, and one lady decides that she wants to stand right next to me, and she's literally picking up one at a time the stuff that I'm throwing over, and she picks it up and looks at it. And she's standing right next to me, our arms are touching, and I'm just thinking in my head, there's this whole store, why do you have to stand next to me? Because I am kind of antisocial and completely awkward in person. So I was uncomfortable, and she kept trying to talk to me, and I wasn't going to be rude, so I like responded to her the best I could. Like, she was making me so nervous. And then finally she went off to a different bin, and I was going through my cart, and I hear somebody say, "Hey, do you want this? It doesn't fit me." And I kind of look around to see who's talking and who they're talking to. And it was that lady talking to me. And she holds up this jacket because she tried it on there and it didn't fit her. Brand new condition. Patagonia rain jacket. And she's like, "Do you want it? It doesn't fit me." I was like stunned, my mouth probably hanging open. I'm just like, yeah. And so I kept thanking her over and over and over. Yeah, that is the nicest thing anyone's ever given me at the bins. I thought that was awesome of her. Super, super nice. She was just there looking for a jacket for herself. So yeah, that was awesome. I was very, very happy. That's all the clothing. And when I first walked in, I found shoes. That's the first bin that was there. And these are a size 8 Sanuk. And these do pretty good. Sanuk. Especially this style, the one with like, I don't know, it reminds me of a headband. But this style does pretty good. And these are the brown pair. I also found, I'm assuming these came from the same person. Again, size 8. This is a black pair. I wish they were my size. If they were, I might keep one, but they're one size too small. I'm assuming those came from the same people. And then I also found a pair of Chacos. They kind of reminds me of like mermaid colors. And this might be an older style because normally it has the size on the back, but it's not there. So I'm either going to have to like do a comparison with my shoe size. I haven't tried them on yet. And if not, I'll just put measurements. But I'm not going to leave behind a pair of Chaco sandals. 2 more left. These two I found fairly close next to each other. This one is a size 6, and they are a pair of dark brown leather Birkenstocks. In decent condition for being used Birks. Obviously they have like the imprints in them because all Birkenstocks have those. So there was those ones. And then I was excited to find these ones. They're size 38. And they are like the suede Birkenstocks, and it's like an olive green color. Again, these are in pretty good condition. I've found them before at the Springs bins, and normally when I do, there's like chunks missing out of them, which people can go get the cork re-put in there. I think it was Nicole State that mentioned it, and it's like $35 to have them redo it, which is pretty good for Birks. Or maybe it was the bin pickers. It was one of the two. But anyway, these are in really good condition. Like, there's no breakage on them. But yeah, that was all of the clothing and shoes. And then on our way out, we were looking for a bag to put everything in. And Chad found this IKEA bag. And it was like folded up, brand new, never used. And I thought that was awesome. It's my first IKEA bag. Which is a weird thing to get excited about, I guess. But if you're a reseller, I think you know the joy of IKEA bags. But yeah, that's all from the bins. Like I said, if you're in the area for Posh Fest and you want to make the drive, I don't know, you can decide if you think it's worth it. I left a ton of nice stuff behind. I just didn't have the space. I just went through my cart and took what was in perfect condition and what I knew would sell fast. So yeah, I think it's worth the trip if you're in the area. And this is not part of the bins haul, but I picked this up on our road trip while we're at the Grand Canyon. We went to, it was like a restaurant slash supermarket, like right next to the Grand Canyon. There's a bunch of cabins and stuff up there. It's like where the rich people stay. But I found this Pendleton wallet there. It was originally $59.50 and I got it for $20.49. And I debated about selling it or keeping it, but I think I'm gonna keep it, and this will just be like my souvenir from the trip. And I really like it. I like Pendleton. I didn't actually realize, I don't know if this is dumb or not, but I didn't know that they still made stuff. I always just assumed Pendleton was like a vintage stuff, like vintage brand that they don't make anymore, because that's all I ever find at the bins. But yeah, no, they had a bunch of stuff there. Socks, wallets, bags, blankets were like $120, which is crazy. But yeah, I liked it. It was cute. Yeah, that's all I have. If you saw anything you liked, you can visit my Poshmark closet at Milk. Yeah, I'm excited about this haul. A lot of good stuff. Yeah, I will see you in my next video. If you watched it all the way to the end, thank you. If you're not subscribed and you want to be, I mainly do haul videos. I will have a few different varieties. I have a few review videos coming up on mystery boxes, and I'm also going to do a review video on some hair dye. So be looking forward to a different color on my head. Okay, bye.